Hello and welcome to News at Noon. I'm Chris Nelson. Will he or won't he? That's the big question being asked in Detroit as to whether or not Governor Rick Snyder will appoint an emergency financial manager to run the city. Reporter Charlie Crum has the latest answer from the governor. Charlie, what can you tell us?
Well, Michigan Governor Rick Snyder says he won't make a determination whether to appoint an emergency manager for Detroit until at least a week from now that a review team has found Detroit in a financial emergency.
I'm not making a determination today. But I did want to spend a couple minutes there talking about what are some of the goals that need to come out of this. One of the goals clearly needs to be to address the short-term cash crisis for the city. Second one needs to be to address the long-term liability issue. The third issue is we need to have a system to structurally manage and balance our budget for the city of Detroit. Those are all financial ones, but again, just as I started, we shouldn't just be talking about numbers here. We're talking about 700,000 people. And this isn't simply about balancing a set of books. This needs to be fundamentally about improved services to citizens.
But for the governor, the options are few. Snyder said Thursday that one option to find that there actually is no emergency isn't really an option anymore. And that leaves just two others: a revised consent agreement with the city's leadership or appointment of an emergency manager to run the city in place of the city's leadership. The city's been operating under a consent agreement with the state, and that hasn't worked, leading most to believe that an emergency manager in Detroit is inevitable. The governor himself is off to Washington today for a meeting of the nation's governors this weekend. In Oakland County, Executive Elbrooks Patterson has said bond rating agencies may actually downgrade Oakland County's highest AAA bond rating if there's something as catastrophic as a bankruptcy in Detroit. But barring that, the rating agencies could also see an appointment of an emergency manager in Detroit as a good thing.
All right, thanks a lot, Charlie. And it was another slow and slippery commute across Oakland County this morning for drivers as the snow fell. Reporter John Turk is braving the elements in Pontiac to tell us about the weather and power outages in the area. John, what can you tell us?
Well, as you can see, Chris, it's really coming down out here. As expected, traffic throughout the area has slowed considerably, with some drivers reporting 25-mile-an-hour commutes on major highways. According to the National Weather Service, precipitation is at nearly 100% today, and high temperatures have been reported at around 35 degrees. While only a few inches of snowfall are expected, a light drizzle and freezing drizzle will most likely arrive later this afternoon, so drivers are encouraged to be cautious and take it slow. Possibly connected to today's conditions are power outages, 1,900 to be exact, that have affected local residents so far today. DTE Energy reports that Southfield and Farmington Hills areas have been affected greatly, with the Lodge and I-696 out of power.
All right, thanks, John, and stay warm. Oxford schools have recently been partnering with Oakland University to prepare for the opening of the Oxford Arts Conservatory. Videographer Tim Thompson recently spoke with the Oxford School Superintendent about the program set to open this fall.
My name is William Skilling. I'm Superintendent of Oxford Community Schools, and we're in our Fine Arts lobby at the Oxford Fine Arts Auditorium. And this is an area that we've been working on over the last several years to help prepare for Oxford Arts Conservatory that's going to launch this fall in 2013. And so we've partnered with Oakland University to start this program. We've also partnered with Oakland Youth Orchestra. We're the home Oakland Youth Orchestra from OYO, and we've been purchasing Yamaha pianos. We're an exclusive Yamaha theater. Right now we have 10 of these pianos throughout the venue and in our classrooms that we use. And behind us we have a 900-seat performing arts center that is used on a regular basis. In fact, it's in high demand, and we're looking forward to launching our program in the fall.
Moving on from Oxford to Oscars. The Oscars are held this Sunday, and Oakland County residents have gotten in on the fun of predicting who will be taking home Oscar that night.
I think our girl will win. And I'm sorry that just because it was so intense, and I love the way the camera, I love I just love the cinematography.
I love Lincoln. Oh, I love the history. I just love everything about it. That kind of movie is a once-in-a-lifetime movie. You know, and it wasn't sensationalized. It was truly a good, honest man. So I really enjoyed that.
What do you think of Daniel Day-Lewis?
Oh, I think it's awesome. Did a great portrayal. I think he had, even though we don't know how Lincoln sounded, I I think he did a lot of research, and I think he captured the essence of who Abraham Lincoln was.
On to the world of sports, it's time for Pat Caputo to discuss the Lions in today's video blog.
Hey, the free agent signing period in the NFL is almost here, and you look at the Lions and you've got to see what they're going to do to try to augment their team. Look, teams don't win Super Bowls based on their free agents, but they can really help themselves a lot. And the Lions actually have had some pretty good success when it comes down to signing free agents in the past. They've gotten the big fish, but the big fish hasn't necessarily produced for them. We'll see. You know, Kyle Vanden Bosch, that was a good signing for him, but his time is done here. Nate Burleson, that was a good signing for him, but his time might be done here. And I'll see if they get somebody that can provide some leadership for them in addition to playing quality minutes for them and giving the Lions some solidness, particularly defensively. And I think in the secondary they can really help themselves, particularly at the safety position.
And that's all we have for you today. Join us again on Monday at theoaklandpress.com. I'm Chris Nelson for News at Noon. Have a great weekend.